Hello students, welcome to the pole science of class 11 arts, and today onwards we will start from chapter number 1, discussing about the main points that are there in this chapter. So today we will start from chapter number 1 of part A, that is Indian Constitution of War, and the chapter's name is the Constitution, why and how. So we will thoroughly go through whatever the important points are there under this chapter. We will first discuss that, and after that we will start discussing about questions and answers also. So let us proceed then. So regarding the first chapter, that is Constitution, why and how, the first point in this chapter is about the definition of the Indian Constitution. So according to first point, the Constitution is a written set of laws and fundamental principles to develop a relationship between the people and the government, which comprises a number of articles about the state. So regarding Constitution, we can say what? We can say that a Constitution is a written set of laws and fundamental principles that are there to develop a relationship between the people and the government. Through the right to vote, the people will cast their vote and participate in the process of electing the government, which comprises a number of articles about the state. So the Constitution actually helps us to develop and build a relationship between the people living in the country and its government. The second point about the Constitution is the need or necessity of a constitution. Why do we need a constitution? So this is divided into 5 sub-points. So we need constitution because number 1, to provide a set of basic rules to allow minimal coordination amongst the members of a society. So why do we need a constitution? That means through a constitution a basic rule is given, and through that basic rules all the members of the society would abide by that. For that also constitution is very much needed. After that, to specify how the government would be constituted and who has the power to make decisions in the society. And according to the necessity or needs of the constitution, it also specifies, it means the constitution specify how the government would be constituted. That means there are certain basic rules through which the government will rule the country. So it is there to specify how the government would be constituted. After that, number 3 point, to lay some limitations on government power by guaranteeing rights to the citizens. So as we know that the government also, after being elected to power, they are there, or they are given the rights to rule the country, but while ruling the country the government should not become dictator. So what the constitution does, the constitution steps up with some limitations. That means they cannot rule the country according to their own wish, and to stop that the constitution is there who does what? They limit the powers of the government, and through what? Through guaranteeing rights to the citizens. That means we are given the fundamental rights, and by constituting or giving us the fundamental rights, it actually limits the power of the government. After that, number 4 needs related to the constitution are to enable the government to fulfill aspirations for society and create conditions for a just society. That means the constitution will enable the government to fulfill aspirations of the people. That means there are certain guidelines, rules and regulations according to which the government must rule the country. And along with that, another duty of the government is that they should be able to create a just society. That means a kind society for all. And number 5 need related to the constitution is to express the fundamental identity of people. That means every individual has its own identity. So in order to express the fundamental identity of the people also, there is a need of a constitution in any country. Clear? So till time we have read about the definition of the constitution, and we also read about why do we need a constitution under 5 subpoints. Now, related to the Constitution of India, the Constitution of India was framed by the Constituent Assembly in 1946 under the Cabinet Mission Plan. That means it was framed. It did not came into effect at that time. It was just framed by the Constituent Assembly. So the Constituent Assembly was the source through which the Indian Constitution was to be made, and this was carried in the year 1946 under the Cabinet Mission Plan. Clear? So the Constituent Assembly spent 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to prepare the Constitution. So at first in 1946, when it was framed by the Constituent Assembly under the Cabinet Mission Plan, since then to 1949, the Constituent Assembly spent 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to prepare the Constitution. It took around or approx 3 years. That means 12 days less than 3 years. 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to prepare the Constitution. After that, the Constituent Assembly spent 2 years to prepare the Constitution to be adopted on 26th of November 1949 and came into force on 26th of January 1950. So in between 46, that means 1946 and 1949, it was about 2 years, 11 months and 18 days they took to prepare the Constitution. So finally it was adopted. The Constitution of India was adopted on 26th of November 1949, and exactly after 2 months, on 26th January 1950, it came into force or effect. Clear? After that, the Constitution of India is the lengthiest constitution in the world, containing 295 articles, 12 schedules and a book of more than 250 pages. Clear? So the Constitution of India is the lengthiest constitution. Why it is lengthiest? The reason is that it has 295 articles in it, then it has 12 schedules, and if we talk about the book, it has more than 250 pages. For this reason, for these following 3 reasons, the Constitution of India is the lengthiest written constitution in the world. After that, it is the supreme law to be accepted and respected by all citizens as well as institutions of the country. So regarding the Constitution of India, what is the Constitution of India to the people of India? For us, or for the people of India, the Constitution of India is the supreme law to be accepted. That means all should accept and all should abide by that law which is set by the Constitution of India. And along with abiding and accepting the law, it is also to be respected by all the citizens living in that particular country or in the country of India. So acceptance also it has to be there, and along with that respect also should be given by each and every citizen. So with this I will wind up today's topic related to the chapter number 1 of part A, that is Constitution. In the next class we will continue from the other points related to this chapter. So in today's chapter we read about the definition of constitution, the need of the constitution. Then we also read about how was the Constitution of India framed and how much time did the Constituent Assembly took actually to make the Constitution of India. And we also read about that the Constitution of India is the lengthiest written book in the world, and the reason for that is it has 295 articles, 12 schedules, and as a book it has more than 250 pages. So I hope that whatever the points we discussed today is now clear to you. With this I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.